Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Seth Connor of Jenison Boys Cross Country. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are things going? I know you guys are coming off a pretty good performance at Portage. Just overall talk about that meet and how the rest of the season's been going.
Yeah. Our team has gotten significantly better, I'd say, from last year to this year, and we're looking to make some big things happen. Portage was just pretty much about all grit for our team. We've been doing a lot of hard work, a lot of miles this week, and so we were pretty happy to get fourth overall in the meet. So that was a good thing.
Yeah. Overall, I think this season's been going pretty well for you guys. The interesting thing is, if you watch the podcast with Coach, most of, and if not all, the varsity guys are not seniors. You guys are all mostly juniors.
Yeah.
So what's that like to just have, a bunch of, a lot of young, people, like a lot of experience, this year and for next year as well.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. I mean, especially since, yeah, like you said, all of us are juniors and we're all still kind of, getting used to running and our strategies and all that stuff. This year is pretty much just a learning year. So I think next year is really going to be the big year. We're definitely going to make some big things happen for sure. If not this year, which I think we still will, but next year for sure will be pretty big.
What has this what did you really work on this off season? What are some things you really focused on?
We really put in a lot of miles. So the top four, we all put in 250 miles this summer. Just really working on that endurance. And like my coach said, we've been doing a lot of mental strength training, which is really important. So, yeah.
Yeah. So talk about that mental strength training a little bit.
So really running, it's a lot of physical, but like you can't get to that next level without your mental strength part. So we like to do a lot of visualization, positive self-talk. So I guess before the meet, especially in championship season, we'll walk through it mentally, like visualize what we're going to do, what our goals are. And then for the positive talk is super important for like in the meet, like what we're thinking and that we're thinking about like the positive outcomes and what we can control versus what we can't control, so that we're kind of keeping our energy and our focus in on ourselves. So I think that's really what gets you from being good to great.
Yeah, for sure. What do you okay, I must ask this of all runners. I've asked every one I've had on. What do you eat before? What do you eat the night before a race?
Well, eat pasta, run faster. That's for sure. Pasta every night before, and then some ice cream. Ice cream's good.
Okay. That's I've not heard that one. So that's actually
Mhm.
really interesting. Um, so I know that, you know, so coming into this season, what were your personal goals heading into the season? Because, I know that, across the team, you've got most of you guys have seen massive time drops.
Yeah. Um, so last year, my goal was to get all state, and I missed it by a couple places. So I was kind of mad about that. So I came into this year and I had a lot of big goals. I'm like, I'm for sure gonna get them. One of my goals for September was to consistently be under 16:30, and I ended up being consistently under 16. So that was good. Um, but then my big end of the season goal is to be top five at states. So we're really I'm excited for when we get our taper in to see how I can perform. And after that. So
Yeah. I knew you kind of talked about this, but I knew you mentioned this before, but I always are you like so how do you get like I know everyone, getting ready for a race is always a big thing, but I know how do you get ready for a race? Like right before? What are you like?
well, I like to kind of get into a good mental state. So sometimes I'll listen to music. Um, Usually we walk the course, visualize it before, and drinking a lot of water for sure on the bus and everything. And I eat goo. We do some skips and a warm up, and so that's pretty much it. I
Yeah.
mean, I try to really not think about anything so that I'm not nervous. And I'm just kind of focused on how my body's feeling right there. And so, yeah.
Yeah. Let's kind of talk about, the next few races coming up. What are some big ones coming up?
Well, we have conference in 2 weeks. So that's going to be a big meet. But I think regionals is the week after. That's where we're going to make the big push. We're going to try and win regionals. So, like as a team. So, we're going to see how that goes. And then a week after that, we got states, of course. And yeah, I'm really excited for that, see how that goes. And then we're thinking about going to the Foot Locker Regional, which is like the race before nationals. I think it's 2 weeks after states.
Yeah.
And so we'll see how we do there.
All right. Well, Seth, let's get to know you a little bit. How about that?
Okay.
Um, let's see. Favorite food overall.
My favorite food. Oh boy, I got a lot of them, but I think I'll go with the classic burger. I love burgers.
Yeah, good stuff. Um, uh, let's see. Hmm. Favorite vacation spot.
Ooh. Um, I've kind of gone all over. I really liked Florida, but probably my favorite vacation was Las Vegas. I went there during spring break last year, and it was awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Favorite movie.
My favorite movie,
Yeah.
I like Shanghai Noon with
Okay.
Jackie Chan and Owen Wilson. That's my
Oh yeah.
favorite.
Oh yeah. Let's see. And then finally, what is something that people may not know about you, Seth?
Um, I guess I could say that. Um, let's see. I like math.
All right. Okay. Well, Seth, thanks so much for coming on. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, sweet. Thank you.